In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 steps to using supercharged method to boost your score up to 100 points. Before I get into this method, let's make sure that you have your credit score accessible. Go to myscoreiq.com, which is a credit monitoring app that will tell you exactly what your current score is. If you are someone that has credit score below 700, if you follow this method exactly how I'm about to tell you, then you can increase your credit score within a matter of 1 or 2 weeks. A lot of people think that increasing credit score is going to take a long time, but it's just all about having the right proper systems and proven strategies. It literally took me about 1 or 2 weeks to get my credit score from 650 to 800. Let's get right into the 4 step of supercharged method. Number 1, become an authorized user on someone else's account that has more history and credit limit. Now, what do I mean by that? Essentially, becoming an authorized user onto someone else's account will only help you synchronize their payment history, their credit limit, and their age with your account. What's going to happen is if you become an authorized user on an account that has 7 years of age, that has $40,000 in credit limit, it will automatically reflect on your credit profile and your credit score will get boosted significantly. Now, what if you don't have anyone that is willing to make you an authorized user or put you under their credit card information? Because sometimes people are not going to feel comfortable putting you as an authorized user onto their credit profile. So in that case, there is an option B where you can go ahead and purchase trade lines from multiple sources like CoastTradeline.com or TradeLine Genie to go ahead and become a part of someone else's account and synchronize those good things on their credit profile for a cost. That is an alternative option if you don't have anyone that is willing to make you an authorized user. Number 2, report paid off loans and installment payments on your credit profile. There are platforms that will help you report paid off loans up to $10,000 to report on your credit profile. Now, reporting paid off loans and installment payments on your credit profile has a lot of benefits when it comes to leveraging your personal credit to ask for funding, because when lenders look at your profile and see that you have history paying off these loans and installment payments, they only want to give you more access to capital when they look at that you have a paid off history. So that is by far one of the best way to go ahead and boost your score instantly. So go ahead and report paid off loans and paid off installment payments through this one platform called Credit Strong, where you can actually go ahead and request to report up to $10,000 in paid off loans or revolving cards. Number 3, remove all the negative items from your credit profile. That includes late payment, charge-off, collections, or any type of hard inquiries. Now, I know it may seem difficult to remove these negative items, but believe me when I say I have removed hundreds, if not thousands, of hard inquiries from my credit profile by just dialing this one simple number and reporting those hard inquiries as fraudulent items on my credit profile. You can also download your reports and circle off all the negative items and specifically send letters to the bureaus individually with one negative item at a time, claiming that these negative items are incorrectly reflecting on your credit profile and it needs to be taken off effectively immediately. Now, expedient inquiries can be taken off within 24 hours by just following this one script. So DM me if you want to get a hold of that script and I will go ahead and message you back with the right script and the right department number. Step number 4, remove all the inaccuracies from your credit bureaus. A lot of the times, having inaccurate information on your credit bureau can keep you away from achieving that score. Now, I recommend keeping one consistent address across all the 3 bureaus to make sure that you don't look risky to the lenders or the credit bureaus. Make sure you change the address and keep one address consistent across all the 3 bureaus. One of my personal example is I had 2 different addresses reflecting on 3 bureaus, and when I changed the address and when I made it consistent across all the bureaus, my credit score literally jumped from 750 to 802 credit score. Last but not least, keep your utilization under 10%. Now, one of the factors determining your credit score is your credit utilizations. It doesn't matter how much credit you use, but at the end of the day, keep that utilization under 10% just to make sure that your credit score is consistent and it is not affected by the utilizations. Another hack that I would definitely recommend is keeping all your credit cards on a minimum auto pay just to make sure that you do not miss any payments and it does not reflect on your credit profile or credit bureaus if you ever do miss any payments. So make sure even if you pay minimum payment every month on autopay, it still reflects 100% payment history. Definitely keep this information in mind to always put all your cards on a minimum auto payment. Now, let me talk about a couple of things that I unlocked with my experience. Never pay a collection. Once the debt is sold to the collection agency, then you can legally fight with the bureaus to take off that debt from your credit bureau, and you're not obligated to pay off that debt to the collection agency. So keep that in mind. If you have any collections, do not ever pay. Second realization that I had was dispute all the inquiries related to non-open accounts. With that being said, do not let any inquiries related to non-open accounts affect your credit score, because that's only going to deter your credit score. Now, third realization that I had was never ever close a credit card. Even if you're not utilizing a credit card, it's still reporting zero utilization. Plus, the more you keep the credit card, the more age it's going to reflect on your credit bureaus, and your average age of your credit is going to increase every single year. Always keep your credit card open. And trust me when I say, when you follow all these strategies step by step, I guarantee you these strategies will increase your score at least 100 points. Awesome. I hope these strategies make sense and you take some actions towards increasing your credit score. Also, DM me on Instagram, Mr. Fundable, if you need access to the script to go ahead and remove those negative items, and if you want access to the letters that you can send out to bureaus. I will go ahead and hook you up just because you guys are supporting me, and I will see you in the next one.